I love the idea of naloxone or Narcan. I love the idea of how this drug, which is dispensed, binds with opiate and opioid molecules, thus rendering them ineffective, inefficacious, and it saves lives. I was reading recently that this Trank and a host of others, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, don't even work with naloxone, don't even work. But here's the thing I want you to understand. We are the naloxone to the sock puppet media, the black pill, this poison, this, and you can argue whether it means nihilistic this, but this, we are beyond this. We refuse to be cowed and intimidated. We refuse. This is this thing that we are involved in. We are in a world where we are constantly fighting against the forces of evil. Let me tell you a story. You're not going to believe this. True story. I got to share this with you. You're not going to believe this. But let me show you how the mainstream media and the sock puppet media work. And by the way, I know I should tell you this. Please follow me at this. I mean, I ask you, please. You can also call Noble Gold as well. They're good people. I hit the wrong button, but they're great people for gold. 877-646-5347. Please do this. Subscribe, by the way, to Lionel Nation on YouTube. Your subs are so critical. We also ask you to like this video and subscribe. And also, please make sure you hit that little YouTube notification bell to be notified of live streams and new content. And let me also say, finally, that at lionelmedia.com, I do my own private channel where I go real dark. Real dark. Real dark. In any event, let me tell you what happened. I was at an event recently. I'm not going to go into detail. And we were discussing the plight of children anent and regarding the world of child trafficking, human predation, and the like. And the notion of Sound of Freedom came up. Sound of Freedom is just an incredibly important, critical piece. And what people forget is that it was fought by everyone. It was fought. And that's the first hint. You should go see it. When the mainstream media, when the jackals, when these ghouls, when these sock puppets come out of the woodwork and they just start letting you have. So this is it. Now, I'm not going to go into detail. Well, let me jump to the story and we'll go back. Because I'm combining an actual event. I swear to God, this happened. So we're at an event. I'm not going to go into detail. And we're the discussion of Sound of Freedom. And everybody was fascinated. What do you think about Sound of Freedom? Is this true? What happened? What can we do? It is one of the most important movies, films, movements ever. And the mainstream media are doing everything in their power to connect it somehow to crazed conspiracy theories. During the course of this, during the course of this, one of these folks, we found out there was something was acting unruly. I didn't know. Who knows? Later on, turns out that the person who was acting unruly was very upset because he believed and he was told and he knew that Sound of Freedom was a conspiracy theory. That it was connected somehow with Pizzagate. Because Caviezel, I don't know where in the hell this came from. But I know this. Let me strike that. I know where it came from. I don't know the connection. I don't know the this lunacy, this I don't know what you want to call it, but it's just like, you've got to be kidding me. So this is how effective it is. This is how effective it is. These people, they believe it's the weirdest thing. And to be fair, I've known a couple of my friends from various aspects, left and right, who themselves, and I hate to use that word, rabbit hole and all that stuff. But we must act as the antidote, the anti-venom, the naloxone, the Narcan, we must be the antidote to this lunacy, this absolute lunacy, where people are, in the case of children, victimized in ways that you won't be able to sleep. If you saw the pictures, the labs, the medical examiner reports, the emergency room notes, if you could see pictures of abrasions, sutures in areas I'm not going to go into. Think. Okay. And this demented ghoul, this brainwashed globalist, sockpuppet jackal, I don't know what, thinks that is a conspiracy theory, that these children who will spend, in many respects, who are alive, we hope, who are forever ravaged, incontinent, unable to appreciate any form of intimacy in the future, who will spend the rest of their lives trying to battle a host of internal physical horrors that are inexplicable. This guy thinks that might be some kind of conspiracy theory, that this Pizzagate connection can actually create medically verifiable trauma. This is how demented this is. This is how sick this is. And the best part about it, and here's the irony. This is the irony. The conspiracy theorist, as has always been portrayed in media, is not the problem. The people who use the term conspiracy theorist, that's the problem. That's the problem. These are the folks who are beyond demented when it comes to what we're seeing. This cannot be explicated anytime soon. You have no idea. We fight constantly because, interestingly enough, this imaginary group of conspiracy theorists that has been weaponized by the CIA since, well, what? Warren Commission days? I mean, we've always known the term, but in terms of the weaponization, these folks, this is incredible. These folks are the inspiration, well, for the newest conspiracy theory, who use that as a means of shutting down truth that these people don't really care about, but they love to be on. This is weird. They love to explain and to describe how they are not conspiracy theorists. They love to tell you how they are not this. So even though child abduction, child trafficking, child predation, human trafficking, human rights violations, the likes of which you cannot believe. If those are true, and if adopting this sock puppet media portrayal of this story as a conspiracy theory, they will discard this. They will divert attention away and dissuade people from helping these children so that they can maintain their preoccupation and their sworn fealty to this horrid, I don't know what the word is, but this horrid hatred of someone. Maybe Caviezel, maybe because he was connected with Mel Gibson, maybe the church, maybe God, maybe who, what the hell does Jim? I swear to God, and I can't go into detail here because the rules of social media today have made it very clear that we will tolerate certain truth for a certain amount of time in certain cases. Now, on my regular channel, I go into what I have heard. I'll tell you a story one time, not here, about a police chief we met from South America. What he saw. This blew my mind. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. You can't believe. Listen to me. I've been around, see. I've seen things, see. You know what I mean? Where's that? It's Al Pacino or something. I know things, see. I've been around. Oh, from a Son of a Woman. Remember that? I know things. I've seen things. I've seen stuff that just, and I'm not numb to it. I'm just clinical about it. Because I can't do what I'm doing if I break down all the time. I just don't do this, but I'm clinical. You don't want your doctor breaking down. You have to maintain. But I know that I will freak you out if I tell you what I've seen, what I know. And for this clown and these others to say, oh, that's some conspiracy Pizzagate? What the hell does that have to do? I don't even understand it. I swear to you, and I mean this, I understand the context of things. It's like people who used to say, the Jesuits. What? It's the Jesuits. What about them? You know. No, I don't. I'm asking you. The Jesuits. What? What about them? The Pope. Now you're going circular. The Vatican. What? The Jesuits. Back to that again. We say things. We are the Narcan. We are the naloxone. We will bring people out of the stupor that the sock puppet media causes people to be. All right, dear friends, we love you. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Hit that little bell so you're notified of live screams and new items. And please, I ask you below to comment as you see fit. Now, here's a big finish.